Ladies and gentlemen, our brain is the most powerful organ in our body. It controls how we think, feel, act, and respond to life's challenges. Yet so many people take their brain health for granted. They don't realize that the quality of their life directly depends on the health of their brain. When your brain is functioning at its best, you feel more confident, focused, energetic, and emotionally stable. When your brain is neglected, you can feel stuck, anxious, or unmotivated. The good news is you have the power to change your brain and in turn change your life. The brain is not a fixed organ. Science has proven that it can grow, adapt, and rewire itself at any age. With intentional habits, you can strengthen your brain just like you strengthen your muscles. Start by feeding your brain with the right nutrients. Your diet directly affects your focus and memory. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins help your brain cells function better. Equally important is staying hydrated because even mild dehydration can impact your thinking ability. Next, challenge your brain daily. Reading, learning a new skill, solving puzzles, or practicing mindfulness keeps your brain active and sharp. Avoid falling into the trap of mental laziness. When your brain is stimulated, it thrives. Your emotional health also plays a crucial role in brain health. Chronic stress, anger, and negativity release harmful chemicals in your brain. Practice gratitude, forgiveness, and relaxation techniques to keep your mind clear and balanced. Surround yourself with positive people who uplift you because the environment you live in literally shapes your brain. Sleep is another vital factor. During quality sleep, your brain detoxifies and consolidates memories. If you are cutting back on sleep, you are harming your focus, creativity, and emotional control. Aim for 79 hours of restful sleep each night. Physical exercise is equally essential for brain health. Moving your body increases blood flow and oxygen to your brain, improving mood and concentration. Even a brisk 20-minute walk can make a huge difference. Lastly, eliminate habits that harm your brain: smoking, excessive alcohol, overuse of screens, and consuming toxic news or gossip. Replace them with habits that heal and nourish your brain. Remember, your brain is like the CEO of your life. If it is healthy and strong, every area of your life, career, relationships, happiness, will flourish. Every small step you take to protect and enhance your brain health compounds over time. You are not stuck with the brain you have today. You can make it better, sharper, and stronger starting now. Nutrition is one of the most important factors when it comes to brain health and trying rich foods, written in a continuous motivational and overall mental performance. The foods you eat on a daily basis directly impact how your brain functions, how focused you feel, how sharp your memory is, and even how stable your emotions remain during stressful situations. Many people underestimate the connection between their diet and their mental clarity. They assume the brain will just work, regardless of what they eat. But the truth is, your brain is a living organ that requires proper fuel, and the quality of that fuel determines how well it performs. Just as you wouldn't expect a car to run efficiently on dirty fuel, you cannot expect your brain to perform at its peak when it is deprived of essential nutrients. Your brain is only about 2% of your body weight, but it consumes roughly 20% of the energy your body produces every single day. That energy comes from the foods you eat. When your diet is rich in nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, your brain cells receive the fuel they need to create neurotransmitters, repair them themselves, and form strong connections. But when your diet consists mainly of processed foods, sugary drinks, fried items, and foods devoid of nutrition, your brain struggles to function properly. This often leads to fatigue, brain fog, poor concentration, irritability, and memory problems. The foundation of good brain nutrition starts with whole, unprocessed foods. Fresh vegetables and fruits provide antioxidants, which protect your brain cells from free radicals and oxidative stress. These harmful molecules can damage neurons and contribute to cognitive decline over time. Colorful fruits such as blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are particularly powerful because they are loaded with antioxidants and compounds that improve communication between brain cells. Leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and broccoli are also excellent sources of vitamin A, C, K, and folate, all of which support cognitive function and long-term brain health. Another crucial category is healthy fats. Many people are afraid of fats because they have been taught that fat is bad, but the truth is that your brain is made up almost 60% fat. It thrives on healthy sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which can be found in foods like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts. These fats help build and repair cell membranes in the brain, improve learning capacity, and reduce inflammation that can lead to neurodegenerative diseases. Healthy fats also help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins such as D, E, and K, which play a role in maintaining mental clarity and focus. Proteins are equally important because they are the building blocks of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers in the brain. Foods like eggs, lean meat, poultry, beans, lentils, and tofu provide the amino acids necessary for creating neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and acetylcholine. These chemicals control mood, motivation, attention, and memory. For example, serotonin helps regulate feelings of happiness and calmness, while dopamine is linked to pleasure and reward. When your diet lacks adequate protein, neurotransmitter production drops, and you may experience mood swings, anxiety, and difficulty concentrating. Carbohydrates, when chosen wisely, are also critical for brain function because they provide glucose, the brain's primary source of energy. However, not all carbohydrates are created equal. Processed carbs and refined sugars cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar, which lead to energy dips and poor concentration. On the other hand, complex carbohydrates such as whole grains, sweet potatoes, quinoa oats, and brown rice release glucose steadily into the bloodstream, giving your brain a consistent energy supply without the crashes. This stable energy flow helps you stay focused and productive for longer periods of time. Hydration is another key factor that is often overlooked. Even mild dehydration can affect your ability to think clearly and process information. Your brain is made up of about 75% water, and it depends on adequate hydration to function properly. Water helps carry nutrients to brain cells and remove waste products. Drinking at least 8 glasses of water a day is a good starting point, though individual needs may vary based on activity level, environment, and body weight. Herbal teas and water-rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon can also contribute to your hydration levels. Micronutrients such as vitamins and minerals are essential for brain chemistry and neural communication. Vitamin B12, for example, plays a major role in maintaining healthy nerve cells and producing DNA. A deficiency in B12 can lead to confusion, memory problems, and even depression. Folate, vitamin B9T, is crucial for mood regulation and cognitive function. While vitamin D supports neurotransmitter production and reduces inflammation in the brain, minerals such as magnesium, zinc, and iron are also vital. Magnesium regulates nerve signals and reduces stress. Zinc supports communication between neurons, and iron helps transport oxygen to the brain. If you are not getting enough of these nutrients from your diet, you may experience fatigue, irritability, Catholics, and poor cognitive performance. It is also important to limit or eliminate foods that damage your brain health. Excessive sugar, trans fats, and processed junk food create inflammation in the brain and impair its ability to function. Alcohol, when consumed in large quantities, can shrink brain volume and kill brain cells. Even small amounts of alcohol can interfere with sleep quality and memory formation. Artificial additives, preservatives, and dyes found in many packaged foods can also have a negative impact on focus and mood. By reducing or removing these harmful substances from your diet, you allow your brain to operate more efficiently. The good news is that you do not need to change your entire diet overnight. Start small by adding 1 or 2 brain-boosting foods each week. Replace sugary snacks with a handful of nuts or fresh fruit. Add leafy greens to your lunch or dinner. Stop refined grains for whole grains. Gradually, these small changes will accumulate and make a huge difference in your mental performance and emotional well-being. Remember that your brain is constantly regenerating and rewiring itself. Every meal you eat is an opportunity to support process. When you consistently feed your brain with nutrient-rich foods, you will notice improvements in your energy levels, memory, creativity, and mood. You will be better equipped to handle stress and make decisions with clarity. Over time, these benefits will extend to every area of your life, from your relationships to your career to your overall sense of happiness. By making nutrition a priority, you are making an investment in the quality of your life. Your brain is your most valuable asset, and it deserves the very best care. With each healthy choice you make, you are not just nourishing your body, you are strengthening your mind and unlocking its full potential. Your brain is the control center of your entire existence. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take is directly influenced by the health and functioning of your brain. If your brain is thriving, you feel clear, confident, motivated, and capable. If your brain is struggling, you can feel fatigued, anxious, unmotivated, and disconnected from your potential. This is why brain health is not just a biological topic. It is the foundation of your entire life experience. The quality of your life is largely determined by the quality of your brain. The brain is a magnificent organ. It is made up of billions of neurons that constantly communicate with each other, sending signals that control how you think, how you respond to situations, and how you interpret the world around you. This means that the way you experience life, whether it feels fulfilling or frustrating, starts with what is happening inside your brain. When your brain is healthy, it allows you to process information quickly, regulate your emotions, and make wise decisions. It gives you the mental energy to pursue goals and the emotional strength to overcome challenges. On the other hand, when your brain is compromised, whether by stress, poor lifestyle habits, or neglect, it can create obstacles in every area of your life. Consider how your brain affects your emotional state. A healthy brain produces balanced levels of neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, which help you feel happy, motivated, and connected to others. But when your brain chemistry is disrupted, you may feel anxious, depressed, or irritable for no apparent reason. Small problems can seem overwhelming, and your ability to enjoy life can fade. Many people go through life thinking their unhappiness is just a result of external circumstances, when in fact their brain health plays a major role in how they perceive and react to those circumstances. Your brain also determines your level of focus and clarity. Have you ever experienced brain fog where you struggle to concentrate or remember simple things? This is often a sign that your brain is not functioning at its best. A healthy brain processes information smoothly, allowing you to stay sharp, organized, and productive. This clarity impacts your career, your studies, and even the way you interact with the people around you. When your brain is clear, you can communicate better, make quicker decisions, and approach challenges with confidence. Your ability to manage stress is also tied directly to your brain health. Life will always present difficulties, but whether those difficulties break you or build you depends on how resilient your brain is. A strong and healthy brain is better at calming the stress response and returning the body to balance after a challenging situation. But when your brain is constantly inflamed, exhausted, or chemically imbalanced, even minor stressors can feel unmanageable. This is why investing in your brain health is one of the best ways to build emotional resilience. It's important to understand that brain health doesn't just affect your mental state, it also influences your physical well-being. Your brain sends signals to every organ in your body, regulating everything from your heartbeat to your digestion. When your brain is functioning optimally, your body is more likely to stay in a state of balance. But when your brain is under chronic stress or deprived of essential nutrients and rest, it can weaken your immune system, raise inflammation, and increase the risk of chronic illnesses. Furthermore, your relationships and social connections are shaped by the condition of your brain. A healthy brain enables empathy, patience, and clear communication, all qualities that strengthen bonds with others. But when your brain is fatigued or dysregulated, it becomes much harder to be present and understanding. You might snap at loved ones, withdraw from friends, or misinterpret their actions. Over time, this can erode relationships, leaving you feeling isolated. This is why improving your brain health can profoundly improve how you connect with others. Another critical aspect is decision-making. The prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for planning and judgment, plays a huge role in shaping the direction of your life. A strong, healthy prefrontal cortex allows you to weigh options carefully, resist impulsive urges, and choose actions that align with your long-term goals. But when your brain is not functioning well, you may make decisions based on fear, impulse, or short-term gratification, which can lead to regret and missed opportunities. Making your brain a priority requires intentional effort, but the rewards are enormous. When you care for your brain through healthy habits, such as proper nutrition, quality sleep, exercise, stress management, and continuous learning, you unlock a version of yourself that feels more alive, focused, and capable. Your relationships improve because you are more emotionally balanced. Your career or studies flourish because you can think clearly and work efficiently. Your happiness increases because you are better able to appreciate life's moments, even the small ones. Think of your brain as the command center of a ship. If the command center is functioning well, the ship moves smoothly toward its destination. But if the command center is malfunctioning, the ship drifts off course and every journey becomes a struggle. Similarly, when your brain is in good health, you have a clear direction in life and the tools to navigate challenges. When your brain is neglected, you may feel like you are drifting aimlessly, constantly reacting instead of consciously creating your future. Every choice you make either strengthens or weakens your brain. The foods you eat, the amount of sleep you get, the people you spend time with, and even the thoughts you entertain all shape your brain structure and function. By becoming aware of this, you can begin to make better choices. Every time you choose a nourishing meal, engage in uplifting conversations, practice gratitude, or take a moment to rest, you are building a healthier brain and a better life. Ultimately, your brain is your greatest asset. It holds the key to your happiness, your success, and your ability to connect with the world. Protect it, nurture it, and prioritize it, because when your brain is at its best, everything else in your life improves. Changing your brain changes how you think, how you feel, and how you act, and that is what truly changes your life. Your brain is the control center of your entire existence. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take is directly influenced by the health and functioning of your brain. If your brain is thriving, you feel clear, confident, motivated, and capable. If your brain is struggling, you can feel fatigued, anxious, unmotivated, and disconnected from your potential. This is why brain health is not just a biological topic, it is the foundation of your entire life experience. The quality of your life is largely determined by the quality of your brain. The brain is a magnificent organ. It is made up of billions of neurons that constantly communicate with each other, sending signals that control how you think, how you respond to situations, and how you interpret the world around you. This means that the way you experience life, whether it feels fulfilling or frustrating, starts with what is happening inside your brain. When your brain is healthy, It allows you to process information quickly, regulate your emotions, and make wise decisions. It gives you the mental energy to pursue goals and the emotional strength to overcome challenges. On the other hand, when your brain is compromised, whether by stress, poor lifestyle habits, or neglect, it can create obstacles in every area of your life. Consider how your brain affects your emotional state. A healthy brain produces balanced levels of neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, which help you feel happy, motivated, and connected to others. But when your brain chemistry is disrupted, you may feel anxious, depressed, or irritable for no apparent reason. Small problems can seem overwhelming, and your ability to enjoy life can fade. Many people go through life thinking their unhappiness is just a result of external circumstances, when in fact their brain health plays a major role in how they perceive and react to those circumstances. Your brain also determines your level of focus and clarity. Have you ever experienced brain fog where you struggle to concentrate or remember simple things? This is often a sign that your brain is not functioning at its best. A healthy brain processes information smoothly, allowing you to stay sharp, organized, and productive. This clarity impacts your career, your studies, and even the way you interact with the people around you. When your brain is clear, you can communicate better, make quicker decisions, and approach challenges with confidence. Your ability to manage stress is also tied directly to your brain health. Life will always present difficulties, but whether those difficulties break you or build you depends on how resilient your brain is. So a strong and healthy brain is better at calming the stress response and returning the body to balance through a challenging situation. But when your brain is constantly inflamed, exhausted, or chemically imbalanced, even minor stressors can feel unmanageable. This is why investing in your brain health is one of the best ways to build emotional resilience. It's important to understand that brain health doesn't just affect your mental state, it also influences your physical well-being. Your brain sends signals to every organ in your body, regulating everything from your heartbeat to your digestion. When your brain is functioning optimally, your body is more likely to stay in a state of balance. But when your brain is under chronic stress or deprived of essential nutrients and rest, it can weaken your immune system, raise inflammation, and increase the risk of chronic illnesses. You can also bring mindfulness into everyday activities. When you eat, pay attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of your food instead of rushing through the meal. When you walk, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground and the rhythm of your breath. When you talk to someone, listen fully rather than thinking about what you will say next. These small acts of mindfulness reduce stress because they pull you out of anxious thoughts about the past or future and ground you in the now. It is equally important to practice self-compassion as part of emotional management. Many people are their own worst critics. They constantly judge themselves harshly for mistakes and shortcomings, which creates unnecessary stress and self-doubt. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, "I'm such a failure," tell yourself, "I am human and it's okay to make mistakes. What can I learn from this?" This gentle approach reduces stress and allows you to grow stronger instead of tearing yourself down. Managing emotions and stress also involves setting healthy boundaries. If you are constantly overcommitting, saying yes to everyone and neglecting your own needs, you will quickly become overwhelmed. Boundaries are not about being selfish. They are about protecting your mental and emotional health so you can show up as your best self. Learn to say no when necessary and prioritize activities and relationships that nourish you rather than drain you. In addition, physical habits can support emotional balance. Regular exercise, even something as simple as walking, helps release endorphins, which are natural stress relievers. Deep breathing exercises can calm your nervous system in moments of anxiety. Spending time in nature can reset your mind and provide a sense of perspective. Surrounding yourself with uplifting music, art, or books can also shift your emotional state. When you combine gratitude, positivity, and mindfulness with these other healthy habits, you create a powerful system for managing stress. You begin to notice that challenges no longer feel as heavy, and setbacks no longer define you. You develop the ability to pause, reflect, and respond rather than react impulsively. You become more emotionally balanced, which improves your relationships, your work, and your overall sense of happiness. The most beautiful part of this process is that it empowers you. You realize that your peace and well-being are not entirely dependent on circumstances. Even when life is chaotic, you can find calm within yourself. You can choose gratitude when it would be easier to complain. You can choose positivity when fear tries to take over. You can choose mindfulness when your thoughts want to spiral out of control. These choices shape the health of your brain, ultimately, the quality of your life. Remember, stress will never disappear completely. But when you master the art of managing your emotions and reducing stress, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. You become the creator of your inner world. Gratitude fills you with joy. Positivity gives you hope. Mindfulness gives you clarity. Together, They transform the way you experience life. And when your inner world is strong and peaceful, you can handle anything that comes your way with grace and resilience. Your brain is the most powerful asset you possess. It is the command center of your entire life, influencing how you think, how you feel, and how you act every single day. When you nurture your brain with the right habits, feeding it nutritious foods, practicing gratitude and mindfulness, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and reducing stress, you create the foundation for a life filled with clarity, joy, and purpose. Change does not happen overnight, but every small step you take compounds over time. Every healthy meal, every moment of gratitude, every conscious decision to protect your mental and emotional well-being is a step toward a stronger brain and a better life. It is not about perfection. It is about consistent progress. Remember, you are not stuck with the brain you have today. Science has proven that your brain is adaptable, capable of rewiring itself and growing stronger at any age. This means you have the power to transform your future, no matter where you're starting from. By making your brain health a priority, you will notice improvements in your focus, relationships, resilience, and overall happiness. So commit today to take care of the incredible organ that runs everything else in your body. Treat your brain with the respect it deserves. Because when you change your brain, you truly change your life. And the better you care for it, the brighter and more fulfilling your journey will be.